This video is a part 2, so if you did not see the first part, I will have a link inside the description. But if you did watch part 1, hello. I'm trying to stream every day at 2 p.m. Yes, the time has moved up to 2 p.m. Eastern time. If you can't make it, I'm going to try to start editing them so you can be caught up with the streams even after they happen. Also, do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe to join the distracted community. It always helps a brother out. Thank ya. Chris, honey, are you awake? Wait. Is that a knife? No. Torio woke us up after a very long day yesterday. Nothing eventful really happened, so she just took us to school. Of course, I was the last one in class because I'm the late one. I saw my dog Susie in class, and she's over here like, damn, you got here later than me. Bada bing, bada boop, class happens, blah, blah, blah. I fall asleep. I wake up, and I'm like, damn. Guess I didn't get enough sleep last night. Just to catch my girl Susie or farming. Look at her. I guess after that adventure, we ended up on good talking terms, so I guess this is cool. And speaking about adventure, she can't stop thinking about what happened last night. So you already know we had to go back to the closet to see if we can get back into the dark world. We get to the closet and it's the moment of truth. Susie goes to open the door and... NANI? Why Noelle woke up on us like that? Long story short, Noelle wanted to have a study session with Chris and Susie. Well, specifically Sushi. Sushi? What? After receiving the invitation, Susie and Chris decide to quickly go to the dark world. And ooh, look at this sick animation. Oh, look at them transform. Nah, that's actually sick. Nah, that transformation was beautiful. But walking around the town, I realized that nobody was here. Hold on, let me fix that real quick. Hey, it's my boy Lancer, aka the new king of the card castle. And as you can see, there's multiple structures here, like the bakery, the party dojo, the shop with the whimsical cat, and the cafe with the chef in it. Why is he there? I don't know. Turns out Rouse actually had a gift for us. We went into Lancer's room first, and then Susie's room, and then Chris's room. All rooms were respectfully beautiful. Thank you, Rouse. Now it's our time to leave, and we're informed that we could recruit monsters that are outside of the card castle to our card castle, increasing our card castle's population. And on our next journey, wherever that's gonna be, we have Lancer with us, Rules card, and the original Starwalker. Yes, folks, I am extremely sorry. I did not say that I actually got him inside the last run, but apparently the original Starwalker is more important than I thought. So we're off to the library to have a study session with Noelle. And Birdly, don't forget him, I guess. I completely missed the interaction with Undying, but we're in the library and there's nothing I can do about it. Susie opens the door to the library's back rooms, and why is it dark? Is that a fountain? You already know me and Susie gotta check it out real quick. Hey, this transformation is sick, by the way. Beautiful. I love it. I love every moment of it. This is new. And that it was. This was some type of electronic world. And it was clear that they needed my help. But who needed my help specifically? It was Noelle. Yeah, I don't know how they got my classmate in this world, but she's here. So why does she need my help? In comes the bad of this world. Queen. She basically tells her whole plan of turning Nicole into her peon, aka a computer, so she can open more dark fountains for world domination. Of course, Susie was not having it. Look how mad she got when she said that. But instead of fighting the queen sent her minions, which are these werewires that were originally those cute little small fuzzy animal things that we saw earlier, but they got plugs inside them now, turning them into werewires. All I had to do really was throw Chris at the right spot, and it removed the wires, bringing me to my first 2 recruits. Rouse ended up joining the team, and we had to hit this sick pose real quick. Then we dodged his DJ's attack to get to the beautiful Cyber City. Oh my god. This music had me bumping. I had this to say about it. Yo, I'm seeing like all types of cringy like TikTok edits of the... I haven't felt this cringy in a long time. But on our way to catch up with the queen, we were on this cup carousel looking thing. We fought some cats. Rather, I used a soft voice on them and recruited them. I had to spell apple on this puzzle machine just to get to Newbert so I can collect his treasure. And there she was, my arch enemy, the queen. Back again with Noelle. This whole time, she was trying to get Noelle to willfully join her side. Noelle, of course, was not having it. She was too scared to give up her will to some computer. Then there we were, ready to face the queen head on. But the queen was like, bump that. Nah, we're playing an arcade game instead. Oh, Butler. Yo, this butler brought the arcade machine inside of a platter. I don't know how he did it, but all I know is that brother needs a raise. It turns out that we're all too short to reach the sticks on the arcade machine, so the queen started laughing at us, lowering our self-esteem. Rouse wanted to help by turning himself into a stool, but it was not enough. So we devised a transformation. Hopped on Rouse's back, and I think we broke, bro. The arcade we ended up playing was a retro boxing game, you know, like Little Mac. And I absolutely dogged her. Knocked her head clean off her shoulders. Of course, the queen didn't care. She thought that I would come around sooner or later. So after buying CD bagels from these scammer DJs, I saw a hacker that asked me to find 3 blue check marks in order for him to join our card castle. I ended up recruiting these virus guys, sold my soul to the queen on accident, which, good play on her, I got ADHD. So as soon as I saw that puzzle, I was like, oh, I could do this puzzle, and I sold my soul on accident.
So what happened? What?
I sold my soul
on accident. Nigga, how the fuck?
I did not learn my lesson. I ended up doing another puzzle, but this time I got a blue check mark, making my 3rd blue check mark, solidifying my hacker. And this happens. Oh, this is adorable. Oh, this is awesome. I met up with the 3 DJ boys, and they was pretty cool. We had a nice little dance battle. Hey. Hey. Yo, we're actually all dancing together. Hey. Honestly, these gentlemen are my favorite out of this whole Dark World so far. A little bit more lollygagging around, and we finally caught back up with the queen. Apparently, Noelle has joined her side because the queen has the upper hand. Now, you may ask yourself, what upper hand does the queen have? Well, it might be a bird or plane. No, it's definitely a bird. That's Birdly. Not only does he annoy me and everybody on my crew, he also annoys the queen. So I don't even know why she's using him as leverage. I can't even lie, his moveset was a little bit tricky. Like, look at this crazy laser cannon he had. But like always, I made light work of him and I bumped him off the track. Now, the queen is happy that he's gone, but she informs us that there's an end to this track, and that is being sent off the track. So we ended up inside some dark alleyway in a trash pile, and we have to find our way back to the queen. So Rouse and Susie went their separate way, and I went my separate way, leaving me alone. Welcome to the city, home of endless traffic, being able to find 20 dark dollars inside of a trash can, and being able to recruit pop-ups by blocking them. There's a point in time where I caught up to Noelle, and she wanted to have a truce so she could hide from the queen. And then the queen came, so Noelle ducked from the queen, and the queen couldn't find Noelle, so she decided to have a truce with KRIS so that she could find Noelle. And then Birdly came, so the queen is ducking Birdly, and since Birdly couldn't find the queen, Birdly decided to have a truce with KRIS so that he can find the queen. Mind you, whole time Noelle is right under the queen. But okay, Noelle and I did some puzzles together that involved mice, and she's apparently scared of mice. We ended up recruiting these ambulants by showing them hospitality. Then Noelle saw Susie munching on cotton candy with Rouse, and she's jealous. We ended up interacting with the queen again, and she's still looking for Noelle. But because of this, she's trying to get all buddy-buddy with us, trying to get us to drink her battery acid, which is, I guess, computer liquor. After trying to play the arcade game again, Birdly swoops right in with his golden statue of him with her hanging off of his bicep. Honestly, well played, Birdly, well played. Of course, she pretends to like it, but let's be real, the queen is conniving. After stopping traffic and going down to the dark alleyway, you get this weird interaction at the alley. Oh gosh, what the, oh my gosh, ow, it hurts! What the? What the freak, Toby Fox? Why did you do that to me? I did not deserve to be assaulted by a tabby wolf inside of a little car. Anyway, that was not the only interaction inside this area, because as you can see, there is a tree, meaning that I can collect my egg. And if you guys watched the last video, then you know how I feel about these eggs. At some point, we squabbled with Birdly. Of course, he lost. Duh. And then the queen took us into her car, and we drove through traffic. But then we got stopped by traffic. I had to get out and press a button in order to end the traffic, leading me to one of the goats. notes, Spamton. My fight with Spamton was just him trying to teach me how to be a big shot. And trust me, I plan to be a big shot. So he told me to meet him alone at the dark alleyway where the garbage was. Also, I know you see the like and subscribe button. Come on, go ahead and subscribe and join the distracted community if you made it this far to be a big shot. And just like that, I unclogged traffic and acted like nothing happened. Hopped right back into the whip, and the queen decided to give me a little pep talk. Of course, it's all about Noelle and how she thinks that she's strong and all this and that, but let's be real, queen is probably just trying to smooth talk me into letting Noelle go with her. She drops us off, and of course the V explodes. But at least we got out of it before it did. And we also don't have to talk to her because this is the end of our trip. We linked back up with Rouse and Susie and things got a little awkward. Overall, we're all happy that we're fine and we started traveling together, even with the original Starwalker. I'm telling you guys, I swear I've seen him in the textbook. We make it to the Queen's mansion. And sadly, Noelle is discovered by the Queen. While she is taken forcefully, Burley behind wants to be taken. Of course, he is curved and put in a cage along with Susie and I, and we are sent to isolated rooms. You wouldn't guess who saved us though. It's the GOAT! Miss me? Yes, I have, King. What would we ever do without Lancer, man? After freeing us in the most flashiest way possible, we find out that Lancer cannot stay inside this world for long and that he's getting weaker. So we finish puzzles with Birdley, of course. And Birdley's going through a dilemma, having to figure out that Susie might be smarter than him. Then we get a lot of Birdley's lore. Long story short, Noelle is smart. That's a given. But he won a competition against Noelle on accident, giving him the title of being the smartest, but not truly being the smartest. So he just leeches off of Noelle's smartness from now on. He admits that he's dumb, so he decides to be cool with dumb people from now on. Character development, I guess. We link back up with Rouse to show him that Lancer is not inside the best condition, and he confirms that Lancer cannot be cured, and that he's gonna turn to stone. We push Lancer's body so he can have his final meal and headed straight back to the garbage alleyway to meet an old friend. Hey, my boy Spammy Spam!
The big shot.
He basically says that I need the key gem in order to unlock something secret inside the basement of the Queen's mansion. Before getting to the Queen's basement, I had to recruit some butlers. I even recruited this head cat maid, and boom, there we were, in the room to find the secret basement. After finding the hidden lever, the true basement was hidden behind a green lock that I used the key gem on. Spammy Spam told me that I had to go alone, so I had to ditch the crew. So there I was, all alone inside this weird basement. Nothing a big shot couldn't handle. The deeper I went, the more this basement felt more like a cellar. Like it was created to keep something under lock and key. Was this really the way to become a big shot? No, my boy Spammy Spam would never lie to me. This is definitely the way to become a big shot. I put a CD disc that Spamton gave me into this ancient structure looking thing, and nothing happened until I tried to leave. Like that at all. Hey now! Hey now! This is what dreams are made of. Holy conundrum! Do I feel good? Spammy Spam looked good. Great even. But it didn't make me a big shot. It made him a big shot. And he planned to use that big shot energy to take my soul and use my powers. God dang it! Spammy Spam, I trusted you! You gonna do this to me, man? You gonna do this to me, man? I thought we were partners. Whoa, now. Come on, tell me that's the game. Woo! And when I was at my lowest, Susie was there to pick me up. Don't forget Rouse, he's also there too. Didn't stop the fact that we had to fight this dude, Spammy Spam. I'm not gonna lie, he was a very, very strong opponent. But for my first run, I actually did pretty well. I actually got super duper far, allowing me to see a lot of his moves, but that did not help. I was still very much struggling against this dude. Chat was telling me I should have gotten the full team heal from using the cage, and I was telling him like, yo, I don't need it. But the more times I died, the more I regretted not getting that team heal. So I fixed my loadout. I made sure that I had a whole bunch more healing items inside my inventory. It didn't help though. I was still getting my butt handed to me. On my 5th or 6th try, I actually locked in though. Saw through all of Spamton's attacks. I had to show Spamton that I was no joke. And I was not someone to be played with. Hey, yo, Spamton, you think you the big shot? No, I'm the big shot. At some point, you could just see that his moves are slowing down and he's running out of options. And this led me to being confident and low-key pulling off a Teen Gohan. You know what? We're so good, we don't even need the F1, baby. So good, I don't need the F1. So good, I don't need it. Oh no, I needed it. I needed it. This is for one of those times where, oh no. Please. No! Yeah, that was a really close call. But I managed to actually beat Spamton without needing the full team heal. I managed to cut all of Spamton's wires, and his last monologue was kind of weird because he's talking about how I'm repaying him for all the things that he's done, which was, let's be real, scamming me. But I'm finally granting him his freedom by cutting away his wires. And now he gets to fly up to heaven. I don't know, it just doesn't sit right with me. The fact that not only does he not fly up to heaven, but he falls right on the ground as soon as he gets released from the wires. So it just makes me think that he's dead. I ended up getting the deal maker item, and we just moved on with ourselves. Yo, I almost completely forgot that we was fighting the queen. So apparently the queen still has Noelle, so we have to split up into two groups. Susie with Burley and KRIS with Rouse. Susie and Burley are meant to go rescue Noelle, while Rouse and I are meant to go distract the queen. We ended up on some type of acid love swan. Like, queen, how big is your mansion that you got a whole river of acid inside of it? And to be real, this is part of the reasons why I hate Rules Card, because no matter where he goes, he's always working for the enemy. And his fight doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. He's just there to distract you. Anyway, we make it past the acid river and we check on Noelle's situation. Okay, Noelle, you're really getting that princess treatment. And here comes Susie to save the princess from the dragon's castle. You know, this is more romantic than I originally thought. And when I thought it couldn't get any more romantic than this, they ended up escaping inside of a Ferris wheel of love. You know, this was very beautiful. They had their little moment alone inside a Ferris wheel, above the city, above the stars. You know, it was just gorgeous. To be real, this was the moment for Noelle to kiss Susie, but she was too scared, and also they just played it off as a dream. As they got off the Ferris wheel, Burley swooped in and destroyed the whole mood. Doesn't matter though, the whole team's here, we're good. Geronimo! Why do we keep breaking Rouse's back?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
So now here we are, on our way to stop the queen once and for all. This werewire tried to stop us, but he was no issue and got recruited. Now it was only just the queen. She ended up enslaving Burley forcefully and underestimated my crew completely, drinking battery acid the whole time. That's exactly how we freed Burley and turned the tables on her. And then she ended up running up and she literally said, "Look, distraction," and we broke our necks. She basically goes on a monologue on how she wants to create a fountain so then she can make a better world for Noelle. Not really an evil plan, but not a smart plan either, but she doesn't know that right now. She takes one more crack at getting Noelle to get on her side for world domination, and Susie knocked her off the bridge, ultimately saving Noelle. But what she didn't know was that the queen has a mecha suit. What? So the crew decided to use their secret transformation. Of course, it's not doing anything, and she knocks us off of the bridge. We all thought that this was imminent death until Burley swooped in with the squad saying that he has a mecha suit for us. With the combined power of everybody that we've interacted with, we created the ultimate mecha to fight the queen with. Oh, it's the same retro boxing game that we played on the arcade. Say less. Y'all already know that I pieced her up, but she has detachable hands, so she ended up piecing us up too. With her last bit of battery, she tried one final time to get Noelle on her side so she can make a world just for her. Noelle finally stands up for herself, tells her that a world that I have to listen to you is not a world that I will be happy in. And with that, the queen finally accepts defeat. Rouse had to explain to the queen and everybody that if they created another fountain, there would be catastrophic consequences. Everyone was like, damn! The queen said, I ain't know that. So she definitely let go of her evil plan and decided to let us go free and close the fountain. Here we go. We're out. We all woke up inside the computer lab. After that crazy experience, everybody woke up a new person. After talking about what they just went through, everyone decided to go home. Of course, I had to hit up Mama Dukes to tell her that I was fine. Then Susie and I walked home together. But there was still one place that we needed to see before we headed home. It was this really chill spot where KRIS and Susie sat next to the river. We made it to my house, and Toriel caught a glimpse of Susie before she could leave, so she invited her over for pie. It was honestly a pretty cute interaction. You get to see Toriel be a mother to Susie, but I went to the bathroom to go wash my hands, and that was apparently my first mistake. I don't know what's happening to KRIS, but it looks like KRIS is fighting with himself by punching himself in the face and taking their heart and shoving it inside the cabinet. I was freaked out. Bro jumped out the window. Time passes for a little while, and KRIS comes back like nothing happens and puts the heart back in their chest. I don't know about y'all, but for me, it's clear that KRIS got a demon inside him. Since the pie was already almost done, KRIS and Susie decided to chill on the couch and watch some TV. Susie, of course, knocked out instantly, and then it was KRIS. Of course, Toriel slept downstairs with the kids, but out of nowhere. Oh no, here comes Demon KRIS again. Bro stands up, and takes a knife out of their pocket and stabs the ground, creating another fountain. And that is when the chapter ended. I hope you guys enjoyed. Honestly, this is getting more and more interesting, and I of course have already played chapter 3 and 4. Those live streams are up, but if you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to join the distracted community, and peace.